While Ukraine's ground forces grapple with the increasing artillery superiority of Russia, its naval operations against the Black Sea Fleet are achieving remarkable success. On February 14th, less than 2 weeks after destroying the Russian Black Sea Fleet's corvette, Ivanovets, the Ukrainians claimed to have sunk another valuable Russian warship, the Caesar Kunikov, a Ropucha-class landing ship, in the early hours of the morning. The Main Intelligence Directorate, GUR MO, also released a video of the attack to back the claim. The footages seem to suggest the warship is being targeted by the sea drones. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how Ukraine has sunk the Russian Ropucha-class landing ship Caesar Kunikov with Magura V5 sea drones. Let's get started. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted VPN brands worldwide that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte, an industry-leading Big Four auditing firm. NordVPN provides an encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy by preventing external entry to your internet traffic, as well as enabling you to access content that's blocked based on geolocation. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive savings by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Ukraine's Main Intelligence Directorate said on the Telegram messaging site, adding that it had been destroyed off the Crimean coastal town of Alupka in Ukrainian territorial waters by a unit called Group 13. The Caesar Kunikov suffered critical holes in its port side and began to sink. It said an operation to rescue up to 87 crew members had been unsuccessful, and according to available information, most were killed. Russia's Navy did not confirm the sinking of the Caesar Kunikov in the Black Sea. They only acknowledged the destruction of 6 Ukrainian drones. The Kremlin has opted not to provide any comments on the incident. Dmitry Peskov, the spokesperson for Russian President Vladimir Putin, said during a news briefing that, "I cannot say anything about this." Caesar Kunikov is a Project 775, NATO reporting name Ropucha-class, large landing ship of the Russian Navy. The ship was built in Poland, launched in 1986, and named after Soviet naval infantry officer Caesar Kunikov. As part of the Russian Black Sea Fleet, it took part in the Russo-Georgian War, the Syrian Civil War, and the Russo-Ukrainian War. Designed for beach landings, they can carry a 450-ton cargo. The ships have both bow and stern doors for loading and unloading vehicles, and the 630 square meters, or 6,800 square feet, of vehicle deck stretches the length of the hull. Up to 25 armored personnel carriers can be embarked. Well designed for roll-on and roll-off operations, they can also be loaded using dockside cranes. For this purpose, there is a long sliding hatch cover above the bow section for access to the vehicle deck. There are no facilities for helicopters. In total, 28 ships of this type were commissioned from 1975 to 1991. Caesar Kunikov has a maximum speed of 18.5 miles per hour, or 30 kilometers per hour, and a maximum range of 11,000 kilometers, or 6,900 miles. The warship has a length of 112.5 meters and a displacement of around 4,080 tons when fully loaded. Caesar Kunikov has multiple naval gun and rocket systems, primarily for defensive purposes. This includes 2 twin 57mm 70 caliber AK-725 AA and 2 122mm UMS-73 40-tubed Grad M bombardment rocket launchers. Magura V5, Maritime Autonomous Guard Unmanned Robotic Apparatus V-type, is a Ukrainian multi-purpose unmanned surface boat capable of performing various tasks: surveillance, reconnaissance, patrolling, search and rescue, mine countermeasures, maritime security, and combat missions. In November 2022, the Ukrainian government announced the development of a surface drone with a range of up to 800 kilometers. The boat was first presented at the International Defense Industry Fair, IDEF, which took place from July 25th to 28th, 2023, in Istanbul, Turkey. On July 29th, 2023, a CNN report confirmed that the Magura V5 kamikaze boat already exists, not only as an exhibition model but also as a system that's fully operational. There is limited information regarding the technical specifications of the craft. Magura V5 is thought to have a length of 5.5 meters, gross weight of about 1,000 kilograms or 2,200 pounds, and payload capacity of 200 kilograms or 440 pounds. It has a maximum speed of 78 kilometers per hour or 48 miles per hour. The craft is equipped with 3 sensors for HD video streams with night vision and has 256-bit encryption for its communication channel. It's reported that in addition to these, the drone is equipped with an autopilot system, redundant communication modules, and a combat unit, an autonomous control station, transportation and storage subsystem, and a data center. The cost of production is thought to be about $273,000 US. Amphibious vessels are primarily employed for the swift deployment of assault troops to coastal areas, particularly in hostile territories. However, the likelihood of their utilization for such purposes in Ukraine is pretty low due to the presence of a land border. Instead, these ships are currently employed as robust transport vessels for the efficient ferrying of military supplies, essentially serving as heavily armed transport ships. This is a bad situation for Russia. We need to understand that Ukraine is slowly degrading Russian naval power. The strikes, including this one, have major implications and have been rightly explained by Jens Stoltenberg, Secretary General of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO. He, in response to a question from the media Wednesday on Ukraine's claims of damaging the Caesar Kunikov, said, "The Ukrainians have been able to inflict heavy losses on the Russian Black Sea Fleet." Stoltenberg added, "They have actually been able to push the Black Sea Fleet away from the western part of the Black Sea, and this is a great achievement, a great victory for the Ukrainians."
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.